governor chill gripping much of the nation. No such worries today here in the Sunshine State and Everbank State. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Jacksonville. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 4. And they'll go again with ETN. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Jaguars.
On play action, Lawrence got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 13 carries, 60 yards.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
Two yards to go, 2nd down. Straight ahead, ETN. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Lawrence on the sneak. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down.
For the Jaguars field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. They'll be led out by the former Colorado Buffalo, their rookie quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game, bottom line. May not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they run it home. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Sanders. Jaguar pressure and Jaguar sack. Devon Hamilton. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. You talk about this Jets defense. They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. The Jets offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. And the numbers for Hall in last week's ball game: 11 carries, 56 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Lyman can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
They'll find Tanner. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Sanders. That's into the hands of Reynolds. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Throwing, Sanders. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Back to the ground with Hall. And he'll get it inside the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Sanders to throw. That one to the right side and incomplete. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. To throw now. Here's Sanders. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Eric Armstead. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The Jaguars getting set to go. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
That's a gain of 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jermaine Johnson. In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
On play action, here's Shadur. His pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
First down.
Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Give to Hall running right. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Here's Sanders. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Folks, kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 30-yard line.
Now Lawrence. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. 43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return. And the Jets will take over. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Well, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And That's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on third down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A give running right, ETN. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for the Jaguars.
On first down, right back to ETN. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Sauce Gardner, he got downhill quickly and stuck him behind the line of scrimmage.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Lawrence. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Will McDonald coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. Fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. The New York set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
To throw is Sanders. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game now. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. Now he's forced out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jermaine Johnson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And they will take over first and 10. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
First down, New York.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down, Jets.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Ball again. Taken down at the 30. Second down and 6 now. Ball on a give up the middle. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. They'll run with Hall. He can't get him down. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
First down, New York.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. On the draw, here's Allen. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll toss it out right here to Hall. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. Sanders. That one behind his receiver and incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So all field goals so far, 6-3 our score as the kick is away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half, as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. 1 yard gain.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He gets it to Thomas. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Brian Thomas Jr. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Lawrence.
At the 47-yard line.
Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. Halftime coming up. Let's get you downstate an hour or two to Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Week 15 of the NFL season, playoff time for you fantasy football players. But for the real teams, the home stretch is starting. Let's get into it. Our look at the NFL starts now. It begins in the mile-high city of Denver. The Broncos at home to take on the Green Bay Packers. And this is Jordan Love. He's going to survey the field and find Tucker Kraft. From there, why don't we go out to the space city of Houston, looking in on the Texans as they play host to the Arizona Cardinals. And it's the third-year signal caller from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud. One of his 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. With that, let's give you a look at the playoff picture in the AFC through 15 weeks. In the game you're watching, it's been tight throughout, a field goal separating these two sides through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Second half starts with a run by Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now Sanders from the gun, he'll throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. So here's a 3rd and 14. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. And that will be incomplete. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he's on for the 5th time here today.
It's 4th down.
This is fielded at the 27. Here we go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at the 34. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
A gain of 19 yards. Move those chains. That's good for a Jacksonville. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Jets' 46.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line.
That's good for a Jaguar.
ETN up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 2.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Now Brown, he lost the football. One of the linebackers has got him. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
Now Sanders. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Sanders. Escaping the pressure right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Play action, it's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Lawrence will throw. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
Lawrence going to throw again. To the right side and complete to Thomas. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
A 7-yard gain. That's good.
Pitching it out to ETN. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and
Now Lawrence to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
ETN is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Point after try forthcoming. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. In motion right, that's Wilson. Throwing, Sanders. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Sanders. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now Lawrence. Over the middle here to Brown. Now he's loose at the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
That's good for a Jacksonville. 1st and 10. That's the 31-yard line.
All came together for the offense on that one. A short throw that turned into a nice pickup. Big-time yardage downfield, and as a defender, against that type of a route, you better take the proper angles. Otherwise, that's the end result. You give up a big chunk of yardage to the offense.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Lawrence. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
A 49-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Jets offense and Breece Hall headed out onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
He's on downs right at the line of scrimmage.
Sanders to throw. They'll find Rhodes over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Gain of 15. And the Jets first down.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 9. They run it with Hall off the option. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw is Sanders. And that one too wide and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Jaguars offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Lawrence. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
13 more yards. That's on
From midfield now, Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton.
complete to Cortland Sutton.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
At the 46-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Lawrence on the sneak. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another Jaguars first down.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
41-yard line.
Here's Lawrence. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jermaine Johnson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Got him in, it's Brown. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
It's 4th down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game. And that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Looking to put a drive together. In motion, the tight end. On play action, here's Shador. This one deep for Wilson. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Nick Folk for the point after. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game.
Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now ETN to start the drive. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. New York ready to go again offensively. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
It's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
His throw incomplete. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Sanders. And that will be incomplete as well.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And now out come the Jags. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll look to ETN to start things out. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Lawrence. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing now, Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to the ground with ETN. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Lawrence running right on the option. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 11-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Here we go, 1st and goal. They'll try to run with ETN. And it's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Extra point attempt here still to come. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Mason Taylor. A gain of 14. 1st down, New York.
And they are able to spike it, cutting it close, but 2 seconds left on the clock. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untied.
And he's in for the touchdown with the clock reading triple zeros. And the extra point, if they hit it, will send this thing to overtime. And he's got it. It's caught. What a call with no time remaining. And with that 2 points, they win the game. So let's recap.